I am just having all sorts of fun luck tonight. My storage ran out. So the other thing that I would pray for in that prayer is I would pray that God would guide us and God would heal us and the things in our life that need redeeming and fixing, which is broken relationships. Then after all of this, I would ask the individual, what do you think the next best steps are? What do you think should happen next? And there's a lot of variation in what they might say and what the possibilities of that are. There are definitely times where all that somebody is looking for is me to cut them a check immediately, to pay a bill immediately. And if that's not what I'm going to do, they don't want to hear anything else, and they might even be quite angry. So as we're having that conversation, I really need to gauge that, but much of the time, that's not the case. So next we talk about what I can do personally as Hope for Suffolk, what resources we have, what are the other resources we can connect them to, whether or not I think they would be a candidate that CAPS would be able to assist. So CAPS assists if there has been a recent crisis, a recent event, loss of a job, death in the family, the breadwinner of the family leaving, all sorts of different things, house fire. There's so many things that could happen. If there has been a recent change in income that has resulted in the current crisis, then CAPS often can assist. But I'm going to let that person know how to apply for help, what they need to do. I might even sit there and say, do you want to use our phone? Can I call them with you? Can we make an appointment together? Maybe we could even do that appointment over the phone together. So I'm going to help them, connect them to there. But it might be that what they need is more long-term help, and Hope for Suffolk can provide that through the farm work program or through our classes, Jobs for Life, or other things like that. Childcare, assistance with childcare. It might be that she's got a job lined up and she just needs childcare. So then I'm gonna start making calls and trying to figure out what we can do in the immediate situation and what we can do more long term. So then I'm connecting them with resources. But for the average layperson, this is what I would say to you. Any situation where somebody is approaching you for assistance and you are in that position, here's what you want to remember. That equation on page 35, you want to minimize the possibility of that equation happening. You want to turn down your God complex, because you have one. We all do. You want to turn down their feelings of inferiority. Lift them up with some affirmations, some good questions about their strengths, what they're proud of, asking for advice. Again, that's one of my favorites. And you want to remember that the situation they're in right now, that's not the root of poverty. The root of their poverty is not that right now they're homeless. It's not that they've just lost their job. It's not that they're about to get their water cut off. That's not the root. That's the symptom, right? That's the symptom of poverty. So let's get at the root. And if we believe that the root is broken relationships, we've got to somehow address that. So that's all I have to say really for this stuff. But make sure you guys do Unit 3. And make sure you're watching those videos, because they're fantastic videos. And sorry we couldn't talk in person, but hope you guys all the best. Feel free to call me anytime if you want to dialogue about this stuff. Shoot me a text. I love to talk about this stuff, obviously. And so anyway, give me a call. All right, bye guys.